Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Arlish Khan doing another read of the Holy Quran, the translation. It is the Clear Quran English only series, a thematic English translation by Dr. Mustafa Khattab. This is the one. Pretty simple. The English in here is very easy to understand, easy to read, easy to grasp, easy to remember, hopefully, for a lot of you and myself. Um, we last chapter we did here was chapter 109, the disbelievers, al-kafirun. No, actually, sorry, the last chapter we did was 108, abundant goodness, al-qathir. And today we're doing chapter 107, which is simplest aid, Al-Maun. This is a Meccan chapter which takes its name from verse 7, condemns the deniers of the hereafter for their lack of devotion to God and lack of compassion towards the needy. In the next chapter, the Prophet is ordered to be devoted to God alone and share the meat of his sacrificial animals with those in need. Okay, so that was the little summary on top. And then here it starts the actual translation. In the name of God, the most compassionate, most merciful. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Qualities of judgment deniers. That is the heading. That's another good thing I like about this Quran. It gives you a little summary on top and then gives you a little heading of what you're about to read. Have you seen the one who denies the final judgment? That is the one who repulses the orphan and does not encourage the feeding of the poor. So woe to those hypocrites who pray, yet are unmindful of their prayers. Those who only show off and refuse to give even the simplest aid. After the simplest aid, there's a note here, 1317, which says they refuse to help others with small things like salt or water, let alone alms, tax, etc. So basically, it's mentioning people who do not help out, even though they do say their prayers, they are mindful of their prayers, but they are not mindful of anything around that. A prayer basically is there to keep us good, to make us keep doing good all day long, our whole life long, actually. In between the intervals, we're supposed to be mindful of the things that have been ordained by our Lord, by Allah, the things He's ordered us to do. We have to remember those things. One of those things is the feeding of the poor. So again, I'm going to read this to you with this context of what I just said, and then you might see it in a different light. So, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I start with the name of God, the most compassionate, the most merciful. Qualities of judgment deniers. Have you seen the one who denies the final judgment? Final judgment would be the day of the day of judgment. The That is the one who repulses the orphan and does not encourage the feeding of the poor. So woe to those hypocrites who pray, yet are unmindful of their prayers, those who only show off and refuse to give even the simplest aid. Sadaqah Lazi. This again is a very simple chapter, very simple ayah, very simple translation. We're doing this Quran backwards from the back because they're easier, smaller chapters to read and understand. This is 107. It says simplest aid is the translation. In Arabic, the name is Al-Maun. It's a Meccan chapter which takes its name from verse 7. So in verse 7, it mentions Ma'un. That's why this is where it comes from, aid. Condemns the deniers of the hereafter for their lack of devotion to God and lack of compassion towards the needy. They're not devoted to God. They do not help the needy. In the next chapter, the Prophet is ordered to be devoted to God alone and share the meat of his sacrificial animals with those in need. So, yeah, if you guys want, I could do it once more. Maybe it might help. In the name of God, the most compassionate, most merciful. Have you seen the one who denies the final judgment? That is the one who repulses the orphan and does not encourage the feeding of the poor. So woe to those hypocrites who pray yet are unmindful of their prayers, and those who only show off and refuse to give even the simplest aid. Sadaqallahu Azim, so said my Lord. Again, very simple chapter, very simple translation. Basically, what I am reminded of by reading this is that being consistent in your prayers is just part of the equation. Um, you have to be good with your prayers, with your worship, but you have to be good with the humans around you. You have to help the people around you, the needy people, the sick people, the little people, children of the world. They all need our help. We have to keep helping everybody around us. So, this is my prayer to end this reading with, "Ey Allah, O my Lord, please help us to retain this knowledge that we just gained. Please help us to remember what we just read and to act upon it consciously, the way we're supposed to understand and do it properly. And Allah, again, thank you for this message of Islam, for letting us know how we're supposed to be and what we're supposed to be. So I'm going to end with this, my guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, had got something out of it. And if there's anything else that I need to change or anything, please remind me. Let me know. Thank you for everything. Thank you, my Lord, for everything. Amin summa amin. Sadaqallahu azim. I'll see you guys on the next reading. Take care. Assalamu alaikum.